So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he finds Corey Davis. Touchdown, Titans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, now he bowls him over. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come back, come back. Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. Come back, come back.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fix what was wrong with them in the last game.
Reset, reset, reset.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Flushed out, under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now it's Watson. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Richmond, Richmond. 2-jet, 2-jet.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Reset, reset, reset.
From the gun, here's Watson, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. It's a big play on third down for the Texans. 45 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Target.
Out of the gun, Watson. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. Uses the spin, and he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Mariota on 1st down. Walker with a grab, left side. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Henry. Shrugs him off. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Flush to his right. And he hits the running back, Dion Lewis. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Mariota on the delay to Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. From the gun, Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Mariota. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. In for the score. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. They keep it with Miller on first down. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop. To throw on second is Watson. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. A first down carry now for Miller. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Come back, come back.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Come back.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Let's go one more.
Here's Watson. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Tiger. Come back. Here we go. Tiger.
Watson. He's got Evans. 23 yards on the play. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Watson now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mariota. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Dion Lewis, the first carry for the expatriate. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. third down. That's Lewis. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Richmond, down. Green, the line. Green, the line.
To throw is Watson. Looking to throw on second down. Underneath for Miller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And the pitch goes to Miller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Richmond. Down. Black 22. Black 22. Richmond.
After the penalty, it's Miller. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Black 22. Black 22. Tiger. Come back.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mariota now on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And down to the 36-yard line here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So they get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll make it 2nd down. The pitch to Henry. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Henry. His carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Carry now for Derrick Henry. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Mariota. He gets away from 1. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Line of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. It fights him off. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, and that play was pretty well doomed right from the start. The pressure was really affecting him. Collapsed everything in the pocket. He had to move around, try to get it downfield. Incomplete.
And Suckup will put this one right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Here's Watson, option left. Now it's Miller, and he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Richmond.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Yeah, the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now Watson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. So a big one coming here for Ka'imi Fairbairn from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Out come the Titans now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The 4-time All-Pro, J.J. Watt. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Mariota. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw Mariota. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Mariota now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Mariota. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mariota to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Powers through. And room there to work it inside the 25. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Here's Mariota. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Mariota hands to Henry. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying.